We've all been told for years that these tech giants are actual geniuses, brilliant thinkers who gain power solely through intelligence. But in light of what we've witnessed in recent months, I believe it's time to definitely acknowledge that these individuals are in some way idiots. Just take a look at what is going on. I mean, Elon Musk recently borrowed billions of dollars to purchase his preferred bird website, fired everyone, and declared that his new toy was about to go bankrupt. 11,000 people were just let go by Mark Zuckerberg. He's also squandering $36 billion on a metaverse that nobody wants to use. Sam Bankman-Fried, a 30-year-old crypto billionaire in shorts, was revealed to be nothing when his cryptocurrency exchange, FTX, vanished into thin air with billions of dollars of common people's money. Well, today we're going to talk about the tech giants and their current status. Let's begin with Elon Musk, one of the richest men in the world. Elon Musk has been hailed by as a super genius who is leading us into the 21st century by journalists, biographers, and fanboys for decades. But his acquisition of Twitter demonstrates this unequivocally. He spent $44 billion on himself and broke the toy the first day. Why? Because he is completely ignorant of it. See, Elon took out more loans in 2007 to purchase Twitter than a homeowner in Florida did. The company is currently liable for $1.5 billion in interest payments every year. And given that Twitter was never going to be profitable, Elon is going to need a lot of money. Hey, people love those blue check marks, he decides. The idea that we should make them pay for them is utterly absurd. Okay, I guess he's right. Everyone adores blue checks. The blue check's entire purpose was destroyed and Musk lost out on billions of dollars in revenue by putting it up for sale. See, the blue checkmark's purpose was to make it obvious to everyone which accounts were managed by the real person or business they claim to represent. But that's no longer the case. Twitter was inundated with verified tweets on the day the new verified badge was introduced, including ones from George Bush boasting about killing Iraqis, Super Mario flashing the finger, and drug maker Eli Lilly informing users that insulin was now free. All three of those are now genuinely funny. However, the final one actually resulted in a 10% decline in the stock price of Eli Lilly, costing them billions in market capitalization, which again is hilarious because Eli Lilly's insulin should be free. But as a result, they canceled millions in advertising dollars they were going to spend on Twitter, as did countless other brands. Since most of us view Twitter as a cesspool of nonsense and hate, Twitter has laboriously spent the last 15 years cultivating credibility and trust with brands so that they feel comfortable enough to advertise on the platform. And Elon just paid $8 pitiful to burn it all down with one of his idiotic flamethrowers. But hey, perhaps all that sweet subscription income will help him make up for it. Let's see then. The New York Times reports that in the days following the launch, about 140,000 accounts registered for Twitter Blue. Therefore, the verification system generated only about $1 million in revenue at $8 per account. That leaves, $1.5 billion if we round it off, after paying down the $1.5 billion that Elon owes this year. To pay back his lenders, Elon would need 187 million users to sign up for that Twitter Blue, and he is currently 0.07% of the way there. Elon not only performs poorly in math, but also in the one area in which he should excel, running a business. Elon Musk fired half of Twitter's employees as soon as he acquired the company, only to realize later that he still needed some of them to, run the website. So, like a desperate ex-boyfriend who thought he could do better, he begged them to return. The executives in charge of trust and safety, privacy, information security, and regulatory compliance all resigned as a result of Elon's poor treatment of people. And that could be a problem because Twitter is currently bound by a consent decree from the FTC, which mandates that they adhere to strict privacy laws whenever they publish new paid verification services. To name just one example. I'm not a lawyer, but let me just see what the consequences are for breaking that consent decree. It says here that there could be jail time and billions of dollars in fines. So, why is Elon Musk doing so badly? Simple. His carefully crafted public image as a genius innovator has been a con from the very start. Elon Musk didn't find Tesla. He used the money he got from co-founding PayPal to buy a stake in Tesla. SpaceX does some cool things, but they're a government space contractor. And let's face it, those rockets weren't created by Elon, simply boasting about it on Twitter. The Hyperloop and the Boring Company come last. Do you recall when Elon said he had created a brand new mode of transportation that was supposed to put an end to traffic for good? That evolved into a 2-mile tunnel in Las Vegas where you're driven at 30 miles per hour by a Tesla. Yes, it moves fairly slowly. 3 things Elon excels at are chaos making, trolling, and proclaiming his brilliance to the world. And he performs all of those actions on Twitter, which appears to be the only justification for his purchase. But guess what? You probably shouldn't purchase the horse track if you have a gambling addiction. And now that Elon is in charge of Twitter, he is destroying it. The website has already stopped working in many nations around the world and has become dangerously unstable. As much as we all detest using Twitter, I need to emphasize its significance as a tool for communication. For those residing in oppressive regimes, it serves as a crucial conduit to the outside world. Millions of people use this professional network to find work, and it helps us determine whether the shaking was caused by an earthquake or not. It will be an undeniable loss if Twitter fails. Oh, Musk will be alright, although he will still be a billionaire. The voices of millions of people all over the world may soon be silenced. Mark built a social network into an unstoppable monopoly with billions of users by utilizing the data of countless numbers of people. However, Facebook has struggled in recent years. In order to explain why he stole customer information and threatened democracies all over the world, Mark was hauled before lawmakers for hours. Because Apple now gives users the option to prevent their data from being stolen, Facebook's profits have been severely damaged. However, TikTok has been kicking Mark's past the ass most importantly. As a result, Facebook has lost 60% of its value in the past year. So, in an effort to support his share price, Mark made up some science fiction. He changed the company's name to Meta and has already invested $36 billion in creating a new virtual environment he calls the Metaverse, where people can take action. Really, it's unclear. I guess you can play cards with a robot. However, Mark's argument is that in the future, the Metaverse will be where we all work, live, and play, and Facebook will rule it. You must therefore immediately invest all of your funds in Facebook. Now, tell me how it's possible to spend $36 billion on a product that you are counting on to save your business and have it be so awful that not even the developers want to use it. Let's be clear, Zuckerberg has actually purchased every component of his empire, despite his reputation as an innovator. He acquired Instagram and WhatsApp when their rapid growth threatened Facebook's monopoly. He stole Snapchat's best feature, the story after the company refused to sell it. Oh, and let's not forget that our stolen data was used to build the entire empire. Zuckerberg needs more brilliance. He is a guy who once struck it lucky. But guess what? Stealing is suddenly ineffective. His most recent Instagram Reels attempt is just shoddy TikTok. Everyone despises it and is aware of it. Mark is therefore attempting to invent his way out for the first time in his life, and he fails miserably. Facebook announced in November that it was dismissing 11,000 workers. 11,000 actual, living, breathing people lost their jobs. However, Mark, the person who started the catastrophe by wasting $36 billion on a chat room that resembles Wii Sports more, will be okay. Mark Zuckerberg gave himself special voting shares in Facebook when it was founded, guaranteeing that he can never be fired as CEO, even for egregious stupidity. Please understand that this man is not some computer genius from a Sorkin film. He's just another businessman who figured out how to maintain his wealth and position despite his numerous failures. Oh, and speaking of massive failures, let's talk about Sam Bankman-Fried. But before we talk about Sam, please give a thumbs up if you're enjoying this video so far. And stay tuned until the very end to find out why Sam and FTX are a massive failure. SBF was the CEO and founder of the cryptocurrency exchange FTX. and until recently, he was considered a wise sage. The trustworthy visionary is going to usher us all into a utopian future of crypto finance literally just a few months ago. Fortune magazine was calling him the next Warren Buffett, and he got positive headlines for driving a beat-up old car, sleeping on a beanbag chair, and you guessed it, planning to give all his money to charity. See, FTX was essentially a cryptocurrency bank. Billionaires from the real world deposited their real money into FTX to purchase cryptocurrencies. However, FTX ran out of cash when several of them attempted to withdraw their money at once. Where did all that money go? It turns out that Sam had given it to Alameda Research, one of his other businesses, to gamble on risky cryptocurrency bets. And in the interim, he added the cryptocurrency that he created to FTX's balance sheet. You can start to visualize what would happen if your bank transferred your deposits to Atlantic City and then filled its vault with monopoly money. It was the most careless scam there could be. Investors, however, were clinging to SBF's every word only a few months ago. Sam once dazzled the money guys by claiming he was going to turn FTX into a super app where you could do anything you wanted with your next dollar. According to his glowing profile just recently published, you can buy a banana, buy Bitcoin, and send money to a friend anywhere in the world. I believe I can already purchase a banana at this point, but the investors ate this shit up. They all probably started high-fiving each other as they started saying things like, "I love this founder, 10 out of 10, and yes!" The people he persuaded to invest were those at home who saw the celebrity endorsements, the FTX patches on the Major League umpires, and a Super Bowl commercial with Larry David saying, "Don't miss out on crypto. His billions were fake, but he succeeded in convincing them to do so." They used their actual funds to invest, and all of that cash is now gone. People's lives were destroyed by this man. And what about that? It's simple to think, well, they kind of deserve it, right? When considering those who suffered harm, because they had foolish faith. They were duped by this blatant man. And I understand that because many people had the intelligence to recognize the truth about SBF, Elon, and Zuck all along. It doesn't take a genius to understand that cryptocurrency is a scam, the metaverse is incoherent, or the Tesla tunnel won't reduce traffic. So, what do you think? Are they really just somehow lucky? Please comment with your thoughts about these 3 tech giants' personalities. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Fred. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Now, if you want to know what's happening with Twitter, click and watch the next video here.